Hi guys, my name is Thomas, your wine tuber, and welcome in my second episode of I Am the Sommelier, Get Me In. Today I'm in a very special place in the city center of Dublin, which is Rosa Madre Restaurant. Let's start it! Hi guys, so we are in Rosa Madre Restaurant. I'm with Luca, the owner.
Hi guys!
And this place was opened 10 years ago, and I remember this place as a small little cafe, and now it's the most prestigious wine list in Ireland. So tell me, Luca, a bit more about your transformation from small little cafe to Rosa Madre.
Thomas, wasn't really easy, it took me a long time, but now I can say after 10 years we are finally there. So collecting fine wines, obviously in the first year you do it mainly for yourself, because the people that drinks this kind of wines, they don't come straight away to your restaurant to to drink these wines. So it takes a long time, it takes lots of passion and consistency. That's how you say.
Yes. Consistency
in believe in what you do. And finally, now again, maybe it's around 3-4 years that we sell every night amazing wines. So super happy. But what you see around here is also my passion, so give to the people something, and they will give you back something, So now we have people that really have loves fine wines, that they come to Rosa Madre to experience something different from other restaurants. So that was the main thing that we did here.
Well done. So now we're gonna move to the second part of the interview, which is the wine list. Guys, this is not a wine list. This is a book. Book of fine champagne, book of fine Bordeaux, book of fine Italian wines, book of super Tuscan wines and Grand Cru classe stuff. Luca, tell me a bit more. How are you sourcing the wine? What's your philosophy? Because looks absolutely amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. So, wow. Of course, guys, as I said before, this wine list is the results of many years in business, investing in fine wines, and also trying to educate customers that they come to Rosa Madre. So of course I didn't start like that. If you see my wine list 8-9 years ago, it was basic, and there was lots of different wines, from the good value for money to the biodynamic to the orange wine to the different selection. At the moment, what I did, I decided to stick with fine wines and give less choices for other wines, of course, because I think every restaurant should focus what you really want on the list. If you want some kind of customers that comes here to drink good value for money, of course I have some wines like that, because I like them, but I'm very focused on the fine wines. And you can see here, I wouldn't buy all these wines if I wouldn't sell them. So that's pretty much the wine list of Rosa Madre is on the fine wines in general. But by saying that, there is a reason why I'm doing all that. Also is the price point, so I think my prices, you can argue with me, about having so many expensive wines, but also I believe that even expensive wines, they need to be priced in the right range, So I'm not a guy that pretend to sell a bottle of Chateau Margaux for 2,000 euros. In Rosa Madre, I think for these wines you will find the best prices around not only Dublin but Ireland. And I went around pretty much, and I still believe that my prices are the best for fine wines. So it's a compromise. I decided to stick with the list mainly on fine wines, but also for you as a customer, I give you the option to drink these fine wines for the best price available on the market. So that's what I did, guys.
100% agree. So now let's talk about your cellar. So we're in your amazing cellar, Luca. So what's the perfect condition to store these all fine wines just surround me?
Yeah, that's something really easy, guys. I'm sure in the beginning not everybody can afford to have a wine cellar in the restaurant, but keep in mind it's always, you know, a good way to think about project in the future for your restaurant will add something very special. No matter if you have one shop or a restaurant, think about building a wine cellar. It's very easy. You need air conditioning and humidity control. So the air conditioning will set your cellar around 17 degrees, which is perfect condition for serving wine and also for store wine, you know. And the humidity as well. Humidity has to be above a little bit, 60% of humidity. So whatever you get above that, it's good. This will prevent the cork to not shrink, because if it gets too dry, the cork will shrink, and obviously there is a possibility that some air will go into your wine and affect pretty much the liquid. So you don't want that. You need to care about these two things: temperature and humidity. It's super important.
Perfect. And what is the most expensive bottle of wine that you have in your cellar, Luca?
Most expensive. Actually, it might be, yeah, I'm not, it could be Domanda Romani Conti, but I'm not sure Petrus how much is that. Maybe Domanda Romani Conti, guys. So, Richburg, over here. Richburg, Domanda Romani Conti. Very
price?
special wine. I think it's 4,000 euros.
4,000 euros. So, guys, in retail, that bottle of wine can get for 4,000. So your prices are very fair, actually. Yeah?
Super fair, guys. So that's pretty much my job. What I like to do, I like to find the best prices around for wines. So for you as a consumer, I can sell it much cheaper than compared to other places. So it's my full-time job. I might buy from you know, a private seller, people that want to sell wines and they just want to sell them. I buy them for fair price and I sell it to you for even fair price. So that's my full-time job, what I like to do, because in the restaurant, you know, I have managers, I have head chef, so they're busy to do the organization. For me, what I have left, you know, is searching fine wines for fair price, so you can have it for very good price here in the restaurant. That's what I like to do.
Brilliant. So let's talk about the next part, which is your favorite wines on the list. So this is probably my favorite part of the interviews, your favorite wines in your list. And each wine has to cost less than 100 euro in your wine list. Yeah. So let's start with champagne. You're the big champagne lover.
Let's start with champagne, yes, of course. It's my house champagne. I think it's a great champagne for the price. It's very reliable. And you know, I think as a big maison of champagne is for me my favorite.
Which is?
We are talking of Charles Heidsieck.
Charles Heidsieck.
Charles Heidsieck, for me, the entry level they make champagne, it's makes everybody happy. As you know, an aftertaste which will even you know, the champagne lover of something different will like it, but also as this very sharp, precise, so you know, even a normal champagne drinker will enjoy that.
And the price on your list?
The price on my list is 85 euros, guys. Beat that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Favorite white?
Favorite white? It's we're going to Italy. Sometimes, you know, I have to
support your local.
I have to support my local. This is a great wine, guys. I'm talking of Verdicchio Campoleoche from Fattoria San Lorenzo. 36 months on the lees, so this will give pretty much more mature flavor to the Verdicchio, but also keeps a very fresh style, which is absolutely amazing. Every time I serve this wine, you'll find the customer drinking that for forever. So I don't even sponsor anymore that, because you know, it's just so good. It's just so good. It's on the same level of the big guys from Burgundy. So, you know, mind.
Wow, I haven't tried it, by the way.
It's amazing.
Perfect. What's your favorite rosé?
Rosé is from it's here actually. Marie Cécile. No, Rosemary is called.
I know you're talking.
Chateau Le Puy.
Chateau Le Puy, of course.
Chateau Le Puy.
And what's the price?
Just a little bit. This is 95.
Wow, that's still amazing. This is probably the best rosé that I know.
Yeah, it is.
Available on the market, right? Yeah. Okay, the tricky question now. what's your favorite red? Only one bottle of red that is your favorite under 100 euro.
Guys, if you tell me what I would drink for a fair price, you know, it will be always it will be always the wine called Vigna Tondonia, 100%.
Reserva?
Yeah, it's Reserva. I think now the last vintage release is 2005 or 2006, but it's just, you know, unbeatable for the price point, guys. You get minerality, you get age, because they don't have massive pressure economically, because they have massive space than in Spain, you know, so they release vintages when they are already really old, and on the market, you know, you can find bottles for, you know, 70, 75 euros, I think it's the price over here, for a vintage 2006 of Rioja, which is, you know, Vigna Tondonia, Lopez Hereda, you know, I don't think you can drink better than that, you know,
wow,
for that price.
Fair play to you. And it's Spanish, by the way. So, the last thing is the dessert wine.
Dessert wine, yes, we go back to Italy. So we go back to Italy. It's an amazing sweet wine, which really shows the terroir where it's made. We are going to Sicily, you know, and it's called Ben Rie or Ben Rai.
Yeah. Oh, it's Donna Fugata, right?
That's Donna Fugata, yeah. Passito di Pantelleria.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing, guys. So have that with your dessert. Could be chocolate mousse or something like this, and
wow. So how many suppliers do you have to cover all these wines?
Well, guys, before, you see, I told you that I like to source wine from private sellers and everything. Yes, okay. This is something I enjoy myself, you know, but it's just to find 1 or 2 bottles, you know, but mainly I buy everything here in Ireland. Believe it or not, I have over 32 different wine suppliers, which is crazy, you know. When I have a meeting with my accountant, she look at me and she said, "Are you for real?" You know, as an accountant point of view, it's madness. But I always thought that, you know, there is nothing worse than you open a wine list and you see just one single wine supplier that does all the wines. You need to have a sommelier or a wine person in your restaurant that goes and tastes the wines, different wine tasting. There are many organized every month, you know, and you just go there and taste the wines. You might like one wine from that wine supplier, no problem. Buy, open account, buy that wine, you know, and so on and on. So once you open the list, you see, okay, there is actual work behind this list, you know, and there is so many wine suppliers involved, and it's not obvious, and that's what I like of. And also, you know, you make wine importers, you know, happy, because they are all here, and everybody needs to make a living in this country. You know?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So we're gonna move to the next part, which is food and wine pairing.
Wow.
Okay, so let's move on to the last part of the interview, your favorite food and wine pairing. Luca, I'm really excited.
Yeah, so you'll find me a little bit different from others about this. Because as you know, Tomasz, I didn't study as much as you know, in wine, and I don't know all the characteristics and different things. I'm very instinctive when it comes to wine, but thank God I've been drinking with people like you.
Thank you.
You know, and
thanks that I'm drinking with you.
You know, I learned so many things by drinking wines. But I can tell you one thing: it's never obvious in food pairing. You know, lately in the last 2-3 years, you will find me drinking red wine, mainly either Pinot Noir or Sangiovese, with seafood. You know, this is something I really love. I can drink Pinot Noir with oysters. You know. I don't mind. I like the minerality, I like the elegance of the red wine, and when I want to drink red wine, I drink red wine, no matter what I eat, you know. Then, of course, I have a passion for elegant wines, so whatever is Pinot Noir, Sangiovese, Nebbiolo, it will work with that. So this is first thing. Then, obviously, you want to know one real good food pairing, wine pairing that I tasted lately. It was about an orange wine called Josko Grabner. They make absolutely fantastic wines. 100% Ribolla Gialla aged in amphora, which is, you know, doesn't give too much, doesn't give flavor to the wine, you know, if you compare to Barrique or things like that. So very neutral, no oak. Yeah. So it was combined with Dublin Bay prawns, little bit of red onion, extra virgin olive oil, celery, fresh tomatoes, fresh basil, and that combination, guys, it was super, super good. So orange wine with Dublin Bay prawns, even the color match.
Wow, wow. Woo-hoo. Thank you very much, Luca, for that. Fantastic job.
Pleasure,
Thank you
Thomas.
very much, guys.
Yeah.
One more thing, guys. The final score of the Rosa Madre wine list is 98 point of 100 because it's absolutely amazing.
Guys, the next episode on WineTuber is gonna be on 10 different types of Italian wines that you should know. Don't forget to subscribe, WineTuber, and from me here in Rosa Madre, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I see you soon, guys. Ciao!